Virgo, welcome back to the channel, my divas. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy here at the Renaissance Tarot, where I serve and I slay. So today, dear Virgo, I'm going to be doing your reading from October 20th to the 26th. And in this reading, I'm going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. Now, dear Virgo, I would like to express my gratitude to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for your beautiful presence. And these are general readings, so they may resonate with you and they may not. Let's get into your reading and see what's going on for my Virgs. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was the Hermit too, I know. Okay, so Virgo, your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles, which is you, from October 20th to the 26th. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Wands. Communication. Someone is headed towards your way. But your challenge is probably you're dealing with either an earth sign, like another earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or it could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra. But I do see here your challenge here being this, wanting to create this sense of stability within you. Sense of stability, sense of comfort. We're going to clarify to see why. You could be, sometimes we say we are our worst enemies with overthinking and all of that. We're going to find out more. In the recent past, dear Virgo, you have the Three of Wands, Four of Swords, and the Emperor. So in the recent past, I do see here meeting someone, either traveling or someone coming towards you from the past or from a specific territorial location. And I do see here this person being in and out of your life, okay? It's like one moment, everything felt extremely passionate. There was a lot of fire, a lot of, enthusiasm. But then all of a sudden, someone here was detaching with the Four of Swords. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the present moment, dear Virgo, you have the Justice, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So in the present moment, I think many of you, you're kind of really wrestling and going back and forth when it comes to reconciliation with this person here. I do see here a desire for reconciliation, wanting to make that happen, right? There is a celebration. There is a strong sense of desire to celebrate something with someone, dear Virgo. And there is also a lot of challenges that you don't see yet. We're going to talk about this shortly. In the near future, you have the Phoenix, which is literally, this is a very beautiful deck. It's an extra card, but I'm just going to respect this and leave this here. Phoenix is that mystical creature that rose out of the ashes, right? So this could have a very significant meaning for many of you. You either have a tattoo or you heard about, there was something about Phoenix, song, movie. So you have the Phoenix, the Tower, and the King of Cups. So major and powerful transformation in your life. I've never seen anything like this, especially when the Phoenix and the Tower, happen to be together, because it means there is a deep sense of transformation. Things are changing towards a specific direction where there is gonna be this. It's like basically you're gonna find yourself being in this place of calmness, serenity, and love. I think you have this one more round of like going some sort of a detoxification and filtration. Your emotions, everything about you is like it's gonna change. I'm kind of getting very excited for you. I don't know why I'm picking up on that energy, because people may say, oh, it's a Tower, it's a Phoenix, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's good. It's actually for your own good, because it's ending up with the King of Cups, okay? So it talks about a lot of love, a lot of compassion between you and this person. So what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. Okay, Eight of Wands, you have the Page of Cups, the Six of Swords. So a confession here, okay, confession of love, confession of there is a very innocent energy between you and this person. Someone is gonna this confession and this love is coming from a place of innocence and purity. Okay, so very interesting. This is going to be very interesting. So we're going to get into your reading and clarify. Let's get into your reading and clarify the challenge first. So I'm going to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, dear Virgo. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Moon, Cancer energy, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius energy. You know, a lot of you are really trying to have this faith in someone. You do like someone, you do love someone, but also at the same time, there is a lot of doubts and fears that you have when it comes to that. The Moon here is talking about this internal fears and doubts and conflicts and just kind of like being in this place of uncertainty where you really want to make a decision before you rush into anything. I think that you want to create peace and harmony with this person. You don't want no arguments. You don't want no conflict here. That's what the Temperance here is about. This is about transmutation. It's about alchemization of a situation. So right now, someone might be emotionally shutting you down. Someone might be a little bit closed off, or there is an emotional disconnection and disassociation between you and them. So could be a same sex, doesn't have to be. But with the Queen of Pentacles, is you being realistic about this situation, right? It's like you don't want to rush into cutting this person out of your life, making hasty decisions, but also there is this connection that you have with each other. You could be seeing this person in your dreams. They could be dreaming about you. They could be seeing dreams about you. So, because that's what that's what the Moon here is about, right? So this part of your challenge, asking why is this person in my life, and really wanted to find out why did they either go silent or why you kind of felt disconnected from this person. So let's talk about the recent past with the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands in the recent past is clarified by the Hangman, Pisces energy, the Five of Cups, and the Three of Cups. I do see here you and this person, like I said, it was literally, I was going to say, I think I mentioned a little bit in the beginning, kind of in and out, maybe connecting, disconnecting, getting disappointed, getting separated, and then coming back, talking to each other and then not talking to each other, being in separation and being sad because of a separation. It's always been this push and pull energy, hot and cold, push and pull, inconsistent. So it's just something that really you experienced in the past, and all of a sudden with the Four of Swords, someone here kind of went no contact, or you went no contact and stopped communicating and talking to each other. You could have also dealt with someone who embodies this Emperor energy, which could have been an Aries, but also someone that might have been kind of like bossy. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. So in the recent past, I do see here lack of communication. Maybe you talking to this person, sending them a text message, or letting them know about something and they didn't really get back to you, or someone here was very much focused on themselves. And the situation apparently came to an end, okay? Some sort of an ending happened, which was very painful with the Ten of Swords. So let's talk about the Emperor in the recent past for you. I do get the sense of here many of you felt betrayed, okay? And there was a lot of challenges trying to maintain a relationship with this person, a lot of challenges. And it's like almost someone here gave up. So in the recent past, dear Virgo, the Emperor is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Six of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. I do feel like here that for many of you, this separation seemed kind of like inevitable, and it was meant to happen, and it had to happen for you to be able to see the truth, okay? Because when you look at the Eight of Swords, the Six of Swords, Three of Wands, it's an indication of you in the recent past starting to slowly see the reality of this situation, starting to see that there was a moment and a hiatus and a separation needed for you and them to go through some sort of a healing and transformation. Someone here needed a lot of healing. And everyone needs healing. Not that everyone is like, someone can say, well, I'm completely healed, I don't need no healing. But there was this needed separation between you and them. Also for someone to really value your worth and who you are, okay? To really recognize your worth and your value as a person. Okay, so in the present moment, Virgo, you have the Justice, the Seven of Wands, and the Three of Cups. So in the present moment, I do strongly feel like here that there is a situation here that is calling into your attention. You do want to make something right here with someone. You want to clarify something. Okay, there is a strong need here to clarify. The Justice is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Your big burning question here that you have, and the clarification that you truly want to have, is this someone that you are going to settle down and create family with? Is this someone that you really see yourself building a home, building a family, right? There is a lot of questions that you have on your mind when it comes to this person, when it comes to this situation. I do feel like here that, ever since this person acted either closed off or rejected you, or the separation, whatever happened, you have been having these emotional roller coasters, right? You can see the ships in the background are like going up and down, and that's an indication of you experiencing this emotional roller coaster with this person. And really now you're kind of going back and forth, weighing your options down, really trying to understand, why did it happen? Why was this push and pull? Is this person someone that also might do the push and pull back again in the near future? Now, Seven of Wands here in the present moment is talking about the challenges that you're currently facing. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Knight of Cups. I think one of your biggest challenges here, again, the Justice, the Libra energy, okay, is you really understanding, why did this person walk out of my life? When you look into the juxtaposition of these cards right here, the combination, you see the Knight of Cups is walking away, right? The Justice is here, and that's also here in the middle of your reading. So you really want to make sense. Why did this person disconnect? Why did they all of a sudden walk away from me? I think on an emotional level, it really creates this cognitive dissonance. It's just like for you, it's just becoming really challenging to really understand deeply why. There is this big burning questions that you have. Now, the Devil, so on top of your reading, you have the High Priestess. This is you, by the way, and that is talking about you trusting your intuition, spirituality, and you have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, Capricorn energy. Could be dealing with the Capricorn also. So I'm going to reshuffle the cards, but I do get this sense of here a strong desire here for reunion with the Three of Cups and reconciliation. But the question here is like, at what cost? You know what I mean? So the Three of Cups is clarified by the Chariot, Cancer energy, King of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. I think that for many of you, you really would want to be back with this person. You would want to work things out, but only after you realize, and you know for a fact, that nobody here has a third party, that there is no third party, there is no other individuals or situations being entertained, that someone here is being completely open and honest with you. That's one of your biggest things here. You know what I mean? You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you feel like that you're the third wheel, or you're just kind of like as an option. You're the main character, you're the main option, you're the only option, you're the main course of the menu. You know what I mean? So that's what you're really trying to understand in the present moment, in order for you to really have this vision of where you and this person are moving forward. 1313 on the timer. Which direction are you both going to go to, right? Because you don't want to sabotage your happiness, your goals, and where you really want to be in life. But for whatever reason, you are still holding on to this person. But there is a time for you that's coming, Virgo. I think there is an energy shift for you that you're no longer going to just be sitting and waiting. You might be even going out there and trying to see who's out there for you, right? You have the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, Taurus energy. So Phoenix in the near future, very interesting card, which we're going to clarify for the first time. So the Phoenix here for you in the near future is clarified by the Five of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. I think there is also a major issue here to transform communication style. Someone here really needs to watch how they talk to you, or if they tell you the truth, or if they're, in what way are they communicating to you. Someone here might have some anger management issues, okay? And I feel like that creates a lot of the conflict here, okay? Because you're definitely like one of the least conflicting signs out there. You have a very humble energy about you, Virgo, and you don't want to be in this constant place of competition, chaos, or have anyone even trying to compete with you, because just like I always say, Virgo, we don't compete, we dominate, right? So for a lot of you, this transformation that's going to happen in the near future is you either setting some boundaries with this person and making it very clear with them, your communication style. What is it that you're anticipating and expecting out of this connection? What are your main goals? What is it that you really want to achieve out of this relationship? I think you're going to also let this person kind of know, like, They can try to sweet talk you or keep their options open and still want to be with you. The Tower, something is changing in the near future. So this is coming up in the near future, dear Virgo. And the Tower is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords. A lot of you are going to recognize the fact that whether this is you or whether this is your person, I feel like it's more about your person. Someone here that's been denying the fact that this heartbreak and this separation has been swept under the rug, they need to accept the fact, because that is something that they need to admit and face. There is a lot of pain and a lot of trauma and a lot of unspoken words that have taken that exist in this connection that needs to come down, that needs to be collapsed. And only a Tower can help to do that, because when the Tower comes down, when the situation collapses, when there is honesty, vulnerability, openness, then that's going to allow you and this person to really face the issues that need to be faced, right? And coming to this understanding and realization that this heartbreak and this separation that happened, what is this showing you and them? And this is someone that you have not been able to really move away from or move on from. Ever since this separation happened, Virgo, you see the Knight of Pentacles, that's you in the near future also. Okay, kind of standing still and just, this is a time where you and this person, the good news here is that you both are going to be facing the pain, right? Standing in front of the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords, facing the pain, facing the trauma, recognizing what is it that needs to change for both of you in order for you and them to move forward. King of Cups in the near future, let's talk about that. The good news here is that you both and this person seem to be coming out of this chaos, but sometimes chaos is needed for us to really reorder, right? And I know that Virgos love, like they have the ability to function better in chaos because they can organize and control. There's nothing bad about it. King of Cups in the near future is clarified by the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Hierophant. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So someone here is making an offer to you regardless of the challenges, regardless of the difficulties. Taurus energy here, strong Taurus earth energy. That's what the Hierophant stands for. This person is very determined. Okay, there is a strong sense of determination of making an offer to you in regards to wanting to commit to you, wanting to be with you, and you're going to have the ultimate person that's going to decide if you really want to work with this person and move things forward or not. Because in the present moment, part of your challenge here is with the Queen of Cups and the Moon. You do still have some hesitations and reservations when it comes to dealing with this person and wanting to take them back, okay? Because a lot of you have done that in the past and maybe there was inconsistency, and that's something that you are really realizing and admitting that if you used to deny or kind of sweep it under the rug and say, you know what, I'm just going to brush it up, you're definitely going to take the time to really look into this at a much deeper level and understand if you should really open up yourself emotionally and accept this offer or not. Because this transformation that's going to happen, that's what's going to lead this person to realize that they need to come forward to you with a lot of clarity, and I think that's what they're going to do. But it's going to be tempting for you to decide if you want to really go back with the same level of, affection and closeness, or go one step at a time, So, also, my intuition is telling me this is someone that you might have helped when it comes to money and financial situation. What is the advice? What is the advice for my Virgos? What is it that you need to know? Okay, so you have the Magician here at the bottom of the deck, obviously a manifestation coming true, but you have the Judgment also and the Temperance with the Page of Wands. So the manifestation here is coming through, but I think that for a lot of you, there is a realization. If you're wanting to manifest someone, if you're wanting to really you really want to work this situation out, it's about maintaining the manifestation and the person in the relationship in a steady, healthy way for you to be able to successfully navigate, for you to really have this sense of peace and this sense of balance here, because the Temperance here is also in the present moment, which is about harmony and peace, right? No fights, no arguments, no conflicts, wanting to blend in, right? The two cups that are being blended in, bringing the two opposing sides into one and making it together. despite the differences, despite the past. So the advice for you here is to look into this opportunity, but with the judgment, using your own discernment and your understanding and your facts, because you're all about data and analysis and you got the tea, to really decide how you want to move forward with this person. Is there tangible, reliable commitment coming from this person? And how long does it last? So you might as well just want to go one step at a time. No sugarcoating here. I want the best for you. So dear Virgo, thank you so much for being here. This is what I had for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this helped. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.